Delta 9 family. Welcome back to the live. Welcome back to the live. This is another episode of Turn Up Tuesdays, and we updating you on everything was going on. Everything was going on with the elections, right? We're making sure that we stay updated with every single aspect. We're hearing some persons are declaring a win for a particular party. We hear nothing like that yet coming out from GCOM, so we're waiting to hear directly from GCOM. And we're going to hear from Mr. BENCHOP because he's suggesting that there's a cooking up going on. We're going to hear a little from Mr. BENCHOP in this live. Definitely we're going to be hearing from a number of other persons, a number of other players in the political space. So if you haven't already, thumbs up the live, subscribe if you're unsubscribed. If you're watching it in the future in the rewind, same thing like if you're watching me in the live right now. Pick up yourself, Rubenat. The flight is in the air. Right now it's time for takeoff because this information got to come and we got to make sure that we put it out as fast as we can because guess what? It's election and all the updates and persons have been waiting to hear what's going on with the count. We're hearing that Wing would have won in Region 10, allegedly. We're still waiting to hear that complete conversation coming out of GCOM, all right? And just like that, we are in the air, and our very first story that we're going to be getting into, we're going to be hearing from the leader of the opposition, Honorable Mr. Aubrey Norton, right now.
And supporters of a partnership for national unity. As presidential candidate, I want to say thank you for supporting the A.P.N.U. I believe we fought a good fight. I believe that our supporters didn't turn out in the way we expected. But in the circumstance, I think we have done well. We are tabulating. Our statement of polls should be ready shortly. We do see a path to victory once we can maintain the present trend in Region 4, though we suffer losses in Region 10. I should also point out that we have improved on the East Coast, Georgetown, and we have improved in the quarantine. And so we see a pathway to victory. We ask you not to be carried away by rumors and false statements of poll. Let us wait on the official declaration. We will stay on top of it to ensure that there are no irregularities. Once again, thank you.
Wait on the official declaration. Y'all hearing? Because of seeing a particular newscast, I'm not going to call the name, running out and declaring winners. There's a particular newscast that is declaring winners right now, but that is not the official declaration coming out of GCOM. And you heard what the opposition leader is saying right there. We're going to wait to get that official declaration from GCOM as to what is the results for the 2025 elections, right? Let's hear some more from the leader.
We enjoy your loyalty. We're thankful for it. And we will analyze the situation and strategize on how we move forward. To all members and supporters of a partnership for national unity, as presidential candidate, I want to say thank you for supporting the A.P.N.U.
Yo, Ali, yeah, went good. Yeah, went good. One Lamborghini cars out of this. Leave the man with his Lambo. No, you don't give the man the permission. Hey, I pay so something you got no tax.
Well, you know, Guyanese is going to come with it, and Guyanese is going to come with the kicks and the jokes. Well, guess what? Odessa Primus, big up yourself wherever you're there. We live to see, right? In less than a year, the same person that came all the way up to the Chedi Jagan International Airport with a number of other media operatives to make a scene to showcase your situation, your little hurdle that you had. You know, we live to see your works and your efforts bring that person to tears, right? Because I got this footage that I gotta share with y'all because of the works coming from the win party. Tears. It brings critics to tears. So I gotta make sure that I bring forward that video so persons can see what's going on because you know the conversations and you know how Guyanese is. You know he's rub hard, right? So definitely there's gonna be a lot coming from that direction when it comes to them thing there. But leave here what's going on in this video right here.
No, you want to go back. Leave the man alone. You never see the mask. Y'all never see the mask when the man say, yo, guess when the dog walking away with the mask, a Jim Carrey mask, old movie. And the man say, leave the dog alone. One, I'm beginning cause all of this. The man went good in the mansion with the Lambo. Endorsing y'all. No.
I telling you. Well, persons on the street are definitely speaking about what's going on as it relates to election 2025 all over the globe. Persons in the diaspora, popular people, the regular man in the street, everybody is chiming in. Let me see what's being said in the comment section right now. Big up yourself, Team Delta. Let me see who's in the live. Second episode of Turn Up Tuesdays. I see Pamela, thanks for tuning in. Claude, thanks for tuning in. Claude is saying the people are the winners. I'm telling you, definitely. And you always want it to be that the people are the winners in these situations, right? So let's see who goes into the positions of power and how they operate from these positions of power. Edmund is saying, why not give primary school children to the ballots because the adults don't know one and one make two. I'm telling you. Edmund, that's a conversation that a lot of persons are holding to right now as well. And listen, it is what it is, and persons have decided. So now it's all about moving forward with the decisions that were made and, making the best of whatever that situation brings. Because remember, that's behind now, that's in the past. And you know how time is go. We all are grown over here. What's done is done. And we still are waiting that official results coming out of GCON. So we still got a little bit of time because we hearing nothing yet coming out from them as to an official, announcement of the winner. Claude is saying, Miss Primus, yeah, I'm definitely going to show that video so that persons could understand what it is. Because sometimes when you see persons going through a little hurdle, it's just something that is there so that they could now express this greater achievement, right? So you can really see the real triumph and the real glory that they would experience, you understand, man? And it's real good to see it. It's real good to be able to see that situation as I've been covering it. Because I covered the situation with them and Odessa at the airport and everything. So now to be able to cover this and to see that she's definitely creating a historic situation and being able to be a part of what the win was able to do with this election being a very new party to the game. It's definitely something to be commended. June is saying good afternoon. Just keep the faith. Definitely. Always. Miss Gulliver is saying, watching from Guyana. Thanks for tuning in. Guyana is definitely in the focus right now. Persons are trying to realize what's really going on, understand completely who's the winner and how many seats here, how many seats there, and really see everything as it relates to these statements, the polls and stuff like that. So Guyana is definitely in the focus. Thanks for tuning in. Bonita, good afternoon, my Guyanese brothers and sisters, sitting here in Brooklyn, waiting for the results. Yep, Region 11, waiting on the results all the way in New York, right? Thanks for tuning in, Bonita. Cynthia is saying, well, nothing there to read. Michelle I don't like this recounting because it gives P.P.P the opportunity to rig the election. Guyana needs a change. I telling you. Well, we hear the call for the recount and stuff like that, but let's see if this recount actually happens because remember now, there's something most times that you've got to get a court to agree on. You know, so let's see if they automatically get this recount and how fast this recount will be, if any recount. Woman is power. Real thing. Real thing. Carlisle, thanks for tuning in. Shalom, shalom, bro. Shalom. Blue is true. Watching in GT. Jermaine, big up yourself, Jermaine. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Jermaine saying blue is true. I hear that. Leon is saying good afternoon. Big up yourself, Leon. Thanks for tuning in, Leon. Karen, amen to that. Thanks for tuning in, Karen. Black Eyes Shelly is saying straight into minority government. Straight into a minority government. Wow. And that's a situation that it seems that most, if not definitely, most things is pointing to that. But let's wait for that official declaration and then definitely we'll be able to conclude, all right? Why not give... Okay, we had that already. Boom. Philip, thanks for tuning in. Pamela, stop your nonsense. P.P.P already win. Well, was that an announcement by GCOM, Pamela? If it was, share the link and we will definitely make sure that we broadcast it here. Almost 1,000 persons are watching us live, Pamela. We don't know of that because we hear it from GCOM, we hear it from certain news people, and you can't really trust all of that to be factual unless you hear the actual announcement, right? And even the opposition leader just told us, like, listen, yeah, wait, or persons should wait, the country should wait for the actual pronouncement coming from GCOM. Tomorrow is Jamaica elections. Big up yourself, Butterfly. Yeah, tomorrow is Jamaica elections. So close, right? And guess what? We have a video up on the channel. I think it was last Thursday. It's called Truth Thursdays, where Mr. Fred Carbin was talking about why the elections in Jamaica and Guyana were so close together. Must check it out if you get a chance, Butterfly. It might be very interesting. Now, Patricia is saying we need a minority government. Karen, only God in charge. I'm telling you, all the time and every time. Oliver Graves. Let what is good for Guyanese, let what is good for Guyana be the winner. Definitely. Definitely. Simone is saying, watching from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, waiting for the results. Definitely, Simone. Likewise. Likewise. Good evening, Delta. Big up yourself, Butterfly. Thanks for tuning in. John Prasad from Orlando. Everybody out there in the beautiful, beautiful Florida region, thanks for tuning in. Worldwide flight, international flight, people from all over the world. Let's hear what our brother Joel has to say about these 2025 elections.
Many people like to gamble with their vote. They gambled with the A.F.C. and gave the A.F.C. the votes in 2015, and look what happened. They gamble again with the vote this time. You see the numbers for the win? He ain't getting into the presidency, thank God. He might get into parliament. But this is a moment for serious introspection from all fronts, from all and sundry. Look at where we've fallen down. Look at where we've been wrong. Look at where we can improve. You know? You want to give a new party a chance. A lot of people gamble with their vote this election. They gamble with their vote, and is their right. It's their right to support who they want. But look after all of that here finally do for some of these people. The ungratefulness. The ungratefulness. All that they heard and heard during the campaign season, all I stood and I listened. And still people go and vote for this guy. They knew the dangers. It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. It makes you really wonder what is going through people's minds and what criteria is used for vote for people in this place. Playing with the soul of a nation, playing with the future and the children's future and the grandchildren's future. The numbers show it. What the numbers also show is that the PNC has gone and it's done. Because the wind went in all the areas and captured all the people, all the votes. I know Aubrey Norton said how he waiting on results. Results coming in. Results.
Remember, I tell y'all that was the plot, you know. Remember, we reason and I tell y'all there's the plot. Nonetheless, the end justifies the means for some. All right? But we already sussed out that was the plan, Joel. We sussed it out, you know. We figure it out over here. We figure it out, and we had a long live unpacking different things that we know was gonna. Remember Jeffrey? I think Jeffrey was in the live too, buddy. Jeffrey was in the live when we was talking about beat them like Motley. Remember the conversation that we was having, Black Eyes Shelly? So let it be. So let it be. Change must take place. Toppled all the regions. Pamela is saying PPP run region 3. All three divisions. Interesting. Shazila Ali, Guyanese watching from Trinidad, anxiously waiting the results. Big up Trini, everybody in the Twin Island Republic. Thanks for tuning in, Shelly. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Yeah, buddy, good afternoon.
What going
I
on?
watching your program. That guy was there with the glasses on your program, they were just
Yeah.
you know. He had go to Mohammed for going parliament, as this to go. Why you have to say Mohammed is a criminal or what? Does he know that Infanali was a criminal? Does he know Mohammed was Infanali was a criminal? Does he know that? Just put him up on the thing and let you know that Ali was a criminal. And now he's coming. Mother is a gangster. Let's know that. And what Ali do for the people them more than PNC?
Yeah.
What JAGDEO do for the people more than PNC? That he not see properly, you're blind, you get on glass there. Put them like see. Put them like blind, you don't want to. Okay, buddy.
Alright, thanks for calling in. See the caller on point, the caller is paying attention and saying, listen, this man is attacking certain things that are making you wonder if you know about this or that. Alright, let's hear what the rest that Joel got to say. Then we're going to hear from G.NANDLALL. Plus, I got something that I definitely got to pull up for you. Let me make sure that I have it tuned up and ready to go. Alright, but first, let me make sure that we hear the rest of what our brother Joel has to say.
Have been in. Read the picture. You should see the picture by now. You should get the message by now. I don't know where you're waiting on results. The wind has taken over your support base. They have gone into the PPP, made inroads in PPP areas too, and that's where I say some people are ungrateful. Some people vote stupidly and play and gamble with the vote. And as I said earlier, and I will say again, this is a moment for introspection. This is a moment for examination, for deep examination, going through the next 5 years. Some people on the ground need to be gotten rid of. Get rid of some of these people who giving the party a bad name. The top can't know, but many people like to gamble with their vote. They gambled with the A.F.C. and give
other election observer mission. I know the presence of the Commonwealth Electoral Observation Mission. I'm hoping I am not missing any other. May I acknowledge the presence of my observer mission, my team to the back. As the Chief of Mission for this CARICOM Electoral Observation Mission, it is my pleasure to be joined by such a competent group.
We're listening to the CARICOM election observers. We're going to get some details as to their findings, and then we're going to get some more content about what's going on with the 2025 elections. If you haven't already, please take a couple of seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs up this live. Let everyone in Guyana, the diaspora, and the globe at large be able to know what's going on with our 2025 elections. Thank you.
Of electoral experts from across the Caribbean region. Our presence here underscores our commitment to supporting democratic processes across the region. In response to an invitation from the government of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, the Caribbean Community CARICOM, through the Secretary General,
Recording in progress.
Dr. Carla Barnett, mounted a 10-member CARICOM Election Observation Mission, the CEOM, to observe the general and regional elections on 1st September 2025. Members of the mission comprised electoral experts from the following 8 member states: Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago. The CEOM is responsible for observing preparations for and the conduct of the elections. Its mandate is to provide an independent, impartial, and honest assessment of the entire electoral process, considering all factors that may impact the overall credibility and transparency of the elections. The Chief and Deputy Chief of Mission, along with the remaining team members, arrived in Guyana during the period 26 to the 28 August 2025. The CEOM consulted with a wide cross-section of the Guyanese society. This included His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Ephraim Ali, President and leader of the People's Progressive Party Civic, representatives of the Honorable Aubrey Norton, Member of Parliament, Leader of the Opposition, a Partnership for National Unity, A.P.N.U, We Invest in Nationhood, WIN, the Alliance for Change, the A.F.C, Assembly of Liberty and Prosperity, the ALP, and Forward Guyana Movement, the FGM. Additionally, the team attended several political meetings to gain an understanding of
Greetings, Melinda. This is a speaker from the CARICOM Observers Mission. A speaker from the CARICOM Observers Mission giving us a brief understanding as to their findings of the 2025 election so far.
The political atmosphere on the ground. The team also engaged with the chairperson of the Guyana Electoral Commission, GCOM, and the Chief Elections Officer, the Commissioner of Police, Guyana Integrity Commission, the Ethnic Relations Commission, Women and Gender Equality Commission, the National Disability Commission, and various civil society institutions, including the Society Against Sexual Orientation and Discrimination, the Guyana Bar Association, Transparency International Guyana,
thanks for tuning in,
the Kanji Community Development Council, and the Presidential Youth Advisory Council. The team also met with the United Nations Technical Team, local and international observers, and CARICOM ambassadors resident in Guyana. These meetings provided the CEOM with a general idea of the atmosphere and level of preparedness for the election. The campaign period. Based on information from the various stakeholder consultations and media reports, campaign messaging largely focused on policy and national development. However, the campaign also included instances of personal attacks and accusations. This dynamic likely reflects the high stakes of the election and the evolving political landscape of Guyana as a developing nation. We have not received any reports of major election-related violence during the campaign period. Deployment of teams. On election day, team members were deployed to observe the elections in regions 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10.
COPA is asking, what the COPA is saying right here, while we slept, the P.P.P. and GCOM were fixing the book, were fixing the numbers. Did Azadine make a deal to give P.P.P. the win? That's a good question. That's a good question. Did they collude to deceive the voters? Did P.P.P. and WIN conspire to subjugate A.P.N.U? I mean, they used to be a part of the same party for a long time, much longer than there is the new party that they call WIN. So one might want to consider that as being a thing. Cheryl is saying, after this election, you will see the bad blood between red and blue is over. Black people get conned. I'm telling you. All right. Melinda is saying thank you. You're welcome, Melinda. Thanks for tuning in, all right? Claude is saying, where is GCOM? His mission in actions, I'm telling you. And there's a lot going on right now on the ground, because guess what, guys? I got to pull this up right away. This got to pull up right away, right? Guess what just happened right off the shore of Guyana? I'm gonna let Mr. Trump tell us right now what just happened. And you're about to hear it right here at Delta 9 Media. If you haven't thumbs up this video as yet, make sure you thumbs up the video, because we were talking about the fact that they have this activity, heavy activity in the region that is fighting against those that are peddling in narcotics. Well, guess what? This is the most recent development.
Over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. Great general, head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who's been so incredible. We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. So we took it out, and you'll get to see that. When you come out and when you leave the room, you'll see that we just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that, and you'll be reading about that. It just happened moments ago, and our great general, head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who's been so incredible, including what took place in Iran, knocking out potential nuclear power for a long time to come. I think within a month they would have had it. We didn't do what we did. But he gave us a little bit of a briefing, and you'll see. And there's more where that came from. We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. So We took it out, and you'll get to see that after this meeting is over. When you come out and when you leave the room, you'll see that we just.
So you got a chance to hear what is the most recent developments in the region, right? Right? So Guyana, be aware. Right in the region, this is what's taking place. The militia would have already been, deployed by Maduro. So we got to make sure that we are on watch. Because as the steam start turning up, as the heat start turning up in the pot, persons are going to start to bubble over the border to get away from certain things. So we got to be mindful in the country. I just heard what Mr. Trump, the President Trump, just announced right there, right? We got to be aware of these things because the international politics has affect we on the ground the same way. Politics these days is, is not that far away like it would appear from back in the days before we would have had social media. We could understand how these things would affect us fast. Remember they got the tariffs and all of these things going on right now. But guess what? Mr. BENCHOP has this to say right now about his findings as it relates to what's going on with the 2025 elections. Let's hear what Mr. Freeman has to say right here.
That P.P.P, the end results, the P.P.P come back to tell you through GCOM that they have won a majority. Do not be surprised at all. Do not be surprised if they come with a 3-seat majority, a 2-seat majority, a 4-seat majority, or maybe a 5 or 6-seat majority. Do not be surprised at all. Maybe a 7-seat majority. Because remember, JAGDEO was telling you all along that they're going to win by a landslide. But it was
We all think about that thing, Delta. What y'all think about that? Y'all think we can see some type of cooking up going on? I hope not, man. We don't want them type of things. Let the elections run smoothly and let everything go the way that it should go. We don't need no cooking up, no corruption, no rigging, and all of these things, right? And Kate, thanks for tuning in. Sat, thanks for tuning in. Sat, Ram Charam. Pamela, thanks for tuning in. Claude, thanks for tuning in. Tick tock, right? I know. They got we waiting. GCOM should have done count and done get everything out by now. Here persons, right? And whoever was commenting just now from the Twin Island Republic, right next to me, they just recently had elections. How long it take for y'all elections finish counting? I just want to know so we could compare and see how long it's taking to do ours in Guyana right now. Somebody could drop it in the comment section. Big up yourself. Loretta, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of the live. Karen is saying, I don't believe anything that he is saying. Venezuela with the drugs, Guyana is involved. 100. I telling you, I just hope that it doesn't spill over for us to have to deal with no invasion or no US troops on the ground in Guyana. Y'all don't want to deal with that. You don't want to have to deal with that. That's not a situation that we want to deal with at all. Loretta is saying, if the A.P.N.U win or no win, I am still with them. One day the P.P.P will be out. If A.P.N.U, I think that statement is a little not finished. If A.P.N.U, there's something more there, but it probably was cut off. All right. Sat is saying P.P.P too strong will be there. P.P.P too strong will be there forever. Big up yourself, sir. Thanks for tuning in. Oliver is saying Trump is not always accurate on his news and exaggerates the outcome. So let's see. Definitely, Oliver. Let's definitely see, because we want it to be a situation where it's an over exaggeration, because we don't want to hear them type of thing going on in Guyana or in the region close by. Because to be honest with you, if the situation could be remedied without no invasion and remedied where they could just extract the persons that's a part of this trade and deal with them in their own way, probably, alligator Alcatraz or whatever the situation is, because innocent people, innocent populists is the ones them that is going to feel the real squeeze if there's to be any troops on the ground, because things are going to get tight, and you don't know when things get tight. It's the regular man in the street that gets squeezed first. And this is what the honorable, well, this is what Mr. Mark BENCHOP is saying right here about the 2025 elections. Let's listen.
It's a monkey wrench. And this monkey wrench has to do with the tricks of the PPP, the tricks that they were able to fraud the elections in 2020. They did that in 2015, but it didn't work. They did that in 2011, but it didn't work because we headed to a minority government. And they did that in 2006 when they robbed the people of Region 10, one seat. So lots and lots of things are happening right now. And while you guys are looking, whilst you guys are looking at,
you see what Michelle is saying? TNT got their results same day. I don't trust PPP or GCOM. I telling you. And Trinidad get way more people, and I think I just see a comment right here. So watch. You see? We get people all over the world dropping the insightful comments. Big up yourself. Shali's by child, right, is saying, good afternoon, folks. Jamaican election is on Wednesday, and I bet you the election's results will be declared before the night is over. Jamaica population 3 million plus, GT 700,000. P.P.P. I telling you, it's just a situation where all the time it's got a question if there's just this anxiousness building up to try to build up a tension to see, you know, what is going to be the thing. Like, I think this thing could have done come out by now, man. It's supposed to done come out by now with all the technology we had and all of these information, these opportunities to prep. We should have learned a thing or two from persons close by so we could get these results faster, right? Without having to ask for recount and all of these things. Yes, indeed. Both was interrupted, but nothing to do with Guyana. I'm telling you. A boat was intercepted, but it had nothing to do with Guyana. Well, we're happy that it had nothing to do with Guyana, but guess what? We're glad for all of the tension left the region to Shelly. I'm telling you, the situation there's none we want to experience. We don't want too much of that. We don't want too much of that. GCOM want to rig the elections for PPP because they are getting money. PPP government paid America a lot of money to put them in government. I don't know how that's possible, but let's see. Let's see what's going to be the outcome. Let's see what's going to be the outcome, because we would have covered a lot of content showcasing different things over here as it relates to all of these different parties. And now that the votes are in, now that the persons would have exercised their franchise and made their decisions known by the ballot, now we got to see if all of these policies that was being advertised is going to be implemented. If persons are really going to hold firm to the 100 days to bring in the FBI, if persons are really going to make sure that there's justice for certain cases in the country, all of these policies that was announced in different manifestos, let the people make sure that they hold it close to their mind, because guess what? Pretty soon we're going to hear this declaration, and then guess the country is time to move forward, because with the type of budget that we got and with the amount of resources that we have, we definitely don't got no time for unrest, and we don't want to see no big set of protesting in the streets. But at the same time, we're not just gonna stand by and watch the country get swept out from under their feet with a rigging, because that wouldn't be the right thing to do now, would it?
These SOPs, while most of them are accurate, the PPP understands how to rig the elections. And the people in WIN who were with them in 2020, they also know how the PPP and what methods were used to rig the 2020 elections. And that is why I said two thieves make God laugh, right? So it's the two of them battling in areas, in ballot boxes and SOPs. One of the things though WIN understood earlier, Clark, is the SOPs. You come out first. You show the SOPs that you're winning in certain areas, and that's what got the P.P.P. upset, because the P.P.P. knew that the boogeyman, GCOM that they're depending on, they knew that the folks, Mohammeds and them, knew about what transpired in 2020. They knew how the elections were rigged in 2020, and the P.P.P. saw the same strategy. So when WIN started to put their SOPs out there,
Saudi is saying Mohammed is sanctioned by the US. He can't do business here. Definitely. But who knows if these sanctions are going to be lifted very soon and very shortly. We never know. We're watching because we know what deal was made, right? We don't know what deal was made. But guess what? If there was no deal made, there's definitely going to be some complications like the ambassador was, pointing out before the elections even took place. Remember, the US ambassador pointed out a couple of things. Karen is saying, don't blame Norton. Mistress Walters, JAGDEO, it's criminal. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, is it Delta?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm calling about the election design.
Yes.
Now, if you look at this game that is being played, they want A.P.N.U out of the coloring completely.
Turn down the volume in the background. We're getting a little bit of feedback so persons can hear you clearly.
Okay, hold on. Okay, the game is to get A.P.N.U out of the game. Remember, the hands of the have P.P.P. P.P.P. have to do what they want. And right now, with WIN, they're going to get what they want. You cannot get A.P.N.U to do that. You understand?
Yeah.
So, and then they can't get Aubrey. And all the things Aubrey said he's going to do, because he's going to question everything. And his hands are not done. So they have to move him away.
Control the opposition.
This is fixed.
Control the opposition.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, that's because you got a feedback in the background. You got to mute the audio in the background. I could hear myself welcoming you to the live.
Okay, I turned it completely up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm telling you this is fixed.
Yeah. So you're saying it's like a controlled opposition situation?
Yes. The two of them hands are dirty, so they could manipulate them. He is sanctioned, so he has to do whatever they want. Well, the other one, is dirty. So the only person they can't mess with Aubrey. So they have to get, and they got to get the A.P.N.U out completely up to their arena.
Yeah. So that they'll be able to manipulate the persons in power.
Think about it. And the young people don't understand. They're looking at the game. You got to look beyond this game.
Yeah.
Why do you think the same set of players come back again? The same set of players come back again.
Yeah.
They have to get, because they can't push that out on the green team. This is not just what we've seen, what they're doing and what they're doing. And they know that the P.P.P. lost. But they got to keep them in there. But the better of the two is the blue team.
Yeah.
So that people have to put the blue team at the top and keep the red team. So the two of them got to do what they want whenever you're done.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, Guyana, we just got to be as vigilant as we could be. And persons already would have casted their votes. The votes are being counted now. So all we could do right now is hope that the persons that is going to go in there would take a turn after seeing how persons would have exercised their franchise this time.
But you see what happened too.
Yeah.
You see with the blue team, the game I'm playing how they want, because then the young people go in there. They are not going to allow them to backfire. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you remember the speech for NEWSROOM, when NEWSROOM made a meeting that they tell him to do that he's doing. but it's not playing outside because the young people that's gone everything. It's not going to allow him to go back to the P.P.P and do bullshit. Think about it.
Yeah. They're not.
So, trust me, it's the hands outside who wants to come and control the oil in that region. This is the whole game. Look at the elections, Trinidad election. All the different countries, the elections at the same time. Think about it. This whole BS what they put in with Venezuela and West Africa, they want to control the oil in this region. Think about the whole thing.
Very insightful point, Carla. And I'm definitely sure that a lot of persons...
now, they want to come in the region. They can't go back in Africa. Look what's happening in Africa.
Yeah.
So the soft spot is this region to come and take advantage on this small country too. And the other thing is, they don't want no black person running an oil country. Think about it. You see all the bullshit that they talk about, are we too black, too this and that. That has got nothing to do with his brain. But they can't bring bullshit to him. This is the foolishness going on. And they know, why think G.COM taking so long? G.COM no P.P.P and win. G.COM get knocked right out. It's Aubrey and that team winning. But they don't want Aubrey. Trust me, you think the answer be they know the most intelligent people in Guyana are the African Guyanese. They know that.
You see what Angela is saying? I don't think Win will join P.P.P to do what they want. All the folks always stay in the box, never open-minded.
Now, because the amount of the young people that gone behind them, the game cannot be played out with how they play, how they lay it out. You understand? Yeah. Even though the black people go with them, especially the young ones, he cannot do what they're putting in here to do.
Yeah.
Trust me, think about it. Because them young guys will go foolishness to go in there. You think he could go and do foolishness? No way.
Different
and this whole thing why they run so much behind it is because of the last election, what they expected was. But we don't look long term. Generally, African people are think long term and they go with law and order. But they want a quick fix. I mean, I don't like what Grace you do. But think about it, Grace was putting things in place for long term. He just give me a thing, he teach you how to fish. And the fast money, the quick money where they're running and getting the sacrifices and this and think it's something. They're not looking long term. Why? Oh, I'm so angry, you don't know. I am so angry. Yeah, have a good evening. I'm looking at you.
All right. Thanks for calling in. You have a great rest of the day, all right?
You too.
All right. I'm telling you, this election thing has got some persons worked up. I see someone was trying to give us a call just now. Let me see if I could give that person a call back because they definitely tried to call at least, I think, like twice, right? But which number was it? Which number was it? Which number was it? Was it this number? I think it was this number.
Those to meet you.
Greetings. I'm all right. How are you doing?
Nothing much. I'm your brother from Guyana.
Okay, big up yourself.
Man, I always tell everything. I'm a retired engineer living up here.
All right.
In Florida. The thing is that I'm happy to know that my brother Muhammad will be there soon.
Okay.
We wish for a new life, new brains, new love, one love.
Yeah, yo, Jeffrey, the one coming up very soon and very shortly. So you say Mohammed soon take over and soon be in the position that you're looking to see him in.
That's what you want, buddy.
Yeah, man. So they're supposed to come very soon and very shortly. Remember there's the trademark statement, right? Very soon and very shortly. Everything gonna change up.
Amen. I'm behind that.
All right.
Soon happen. I'll be down there soon.
All right. I hear that.
I just punch your number instead of joining your system.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
What you want to do is put me in for your WhatsApp.
Yeah, you're in the WhatsApp.
I'm in the WhatsApp already?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, buddy. Are you see on YouTube?
Huh?
I keep on your YouTube.
Yeah, I on YouTube.
Yes, I see something on YouTube.
Yeah, I on YouTube right now.
Oh, yeah,
you live right now. You talking to almost 2,000 people live right now. You know, they listening to what we talking about. You know that?
Yes,
yeah, man.
We got to get going, brother, man.
I hear that.
We have to go through turbulence, tribulation. God said the devil will never win.
Yeah.
He said, as long as you keep my commandments, I will help you.
Yeah.
That's Corey. Corey is my partner in Africa. I want Guyana to get like Corey.
Okay.
We got sufficient in the country that we could help ourselves. We don't have to depend on any.
Yeah, man. We got one of the wealthiest nations. We got the food basket of the Caribbean. We got some of the best weather and some of the richest culture in Guyana. Where are the part of the Caribbean you're gonna go find so much variety in races and demographic, different religions and all of that stuff. We got some of the best food in the Caribbean, arguably, but we don't know we food is the best, buddy.
Right, I want to tell you something. Since I was working down there under foreign government, Cherry Jagan government, we were always rich. We sit in an oil for all these years.
Yeah.
But the people know, and they just listen. You see how many are rich in Guyana right now? Because they're greedy. We have to get royalty from every one of them.
Definitely.
And everybody in Guyana is supposed to be having free oil, free money in the pocket, a nice home, a nice car, good hospitals, good schools, good university, good roads, and live to God.
Well, there's what we want. Ideally, there's what we want to see every person enjoy, because we know the country rich. And if there's the big change that persons say that they're voting for and the change that persons have been waiting for, then we're definitely looking forward to see everything new and better for the country moving forward with the way that the government has been, how the government is going to come together this time, given that a lot of persons have been moved around in the political spectrum.
Listen, man. We are one people.
Definitely.
Black, Indian, God make man. Man make race. God didn't make race.
Yeah, but we know
same blood, we pray, same bread and everything.
Every day.
Let's unite and work together with love.
Every day.
Bring Guyana back to where it was before in the 60s, the 50s, the 80s, and the 90s.
Definitely. I hear that, caller. Definitely hear that. I'm going to jump into this other call right now. I got some more questions.
All right, have a good one.
Thanks for shouting out, all right? Have a good one.
Okay, buddy.
Hello? You're on to Delta 9 Media Live. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
What's going on?
Finally. Yeah, man. This big man was just done talk, make a lot of points, bro.
Yeah.
We are people, right? We are people first. We human beings first, too.
Yeah.
You see, there is things one man created to separate us mentally. You understand? Now, you have not seen or never seen Charles the First, so that's all we say. You understand? Muhammad didn't jump in this race just for jumping. The people who called him out, those them who was oppressed by the P.P.P. government, they called him out and they select him for us. You understand? You see what God have been like in place for you, no man can take it, move you, just as you with this platform here, bro. Nobody can move you, my boy. God, you have this in place for you that today you could bring us all this thing. I've been watching you for a long time.
Appreciate that.
Then a subscriber are gonna join in to be a member. You see, but you just bring some news that you can get from the government in Guyana or nowhere else. Yes, you and this guy talk and see and start the thing.
Yeah.
I listen to both of you.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to be of service, you know what I mean? Every time.
So, yeah, man. Today is a day of history. This is not about blue team, red team, green team. This is about who could provide this. So what I want to say, provide for you, the people, the Guyanese people who for you, your children, grandchildren, and great grandchildren to come. You see, this is not about Kudi man, black man. This is about who is honestly and who is for you, the Guyanese people. Yes, what name of the qualification? But he's been too quiet for me. Too quiet. You understand? Amanda,
Look up yourself, Barnell. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, there's a number of things that persons could definitely look at that they could say X, Y, or Z about the the campaign trail and just how persons impacted the persons that were going to elect them. But we know that Mr. Muhammad was definitely in, around, and all over, making sure that he was, taking care of persons on the ground way before this. So that's something that definitely was impactful, you understand? And also showed their thanks in votes. I listen.
Tell me, all you are saying, not for them saying this man is P.P.P. and still P.P.P.
Yeah.
Tell me how much of you out there have childhood friends that wrong and you talk to them, some of them dead and gone, you never talk back to them because of what they did. Tell me how much of you never go through certain things and never talk back. Even brother and sister don't talk. I'm going to show you something. Me have a brother, don't talk to my sister, my youth, for years now, bro, for what she did, bro. You understand? For years, bro. Father come and dead, mother come now and dead. And they still can't see eye to eye. Still don't say nothing. When she in the room, he left. When she come and see in the room, she left. Bro, so man could step away because we don't know what the issue between Mohammed and the P.P.P. government. Make him walk away. And you see that when you walk away, they crucify you, take away all the lights and everything, strip it down. And you can't do business in Guyana because of sanction, and he never even been sanctioned by them. So, people, you see nothing. He has good, the man is a good man, but he's too quiet. He never without P.P.P. to do too much things without opposing them and say, hey, no, this can't go. He sit on Amanda left. Amanda, if Amanda will start your party running already, should have carried this election far away, bro.
Yeah.
But she jumped out too late. She jumped out. I told people, I said she jumped out because she was the police for the A.P.N.U party. She was the investigator for them. And you see the knowledge she gets and the leadership she has. But she leave the party too late for gun show.
I tell you.
But what happened? So in order to overrun the P.P.P. government, all of them at the end need to come together as one. Because the biggest man, JAGDEO, no joke. Come on.
Yeah, pick up yourself, Carla. Thanks for calling in. Definitely. You know, Parsons is watching the elections, and these elections is no joke. Pick up yourself, too. Thanks for calling in. Hey, well, we're definitely about to see. Remember recently, right? Remember recently there was this big talala lay up by the airport. The runner by the airport. The runner by the airport, and everybody was videotaping Odessa, right? And right then, I'm pretty sure Odessa was saying, all right. Or probably afterwards, who knows? My works is going to talk for me. And we live to see. Less than a year time, right? Who remember this piece of video right here? Who remember this?
U.S. authorities. Are you coming back on your own accord now?
So who accord are coming back?
I'm trying to find out.
Okay.
You had a flight booked to return to Guyana at this time?
Or
Or
say why you were denied entry into the US?
You do personal. No way for that. You run inside them and take out me picture, put it on the internet. I use real low like dogs here. I tell you, come in everything and thing. I want you know me got no shame. I don't business. You give me a easy time. I want you understand. US authorities my foot.
All right. Just had to bring y'all up to speed here. I could remember a lot of persons run over there with a camera and everything. Well, guess what? Some of the same people that was over there. The efforts of Miss Primus, the hard work of Miss Primus and her team is causing this to go down right now with them. Let me see what's going on here.
Some people said me pressure done raise, buddy. I watch a man like I watch not. I like, yo, I tell y'all this fucking banning in all together, you know. This banning up on the high horse. If I say I will to apologize to them man and work with them by hello. Hello. Hi.
Oh, is it not forget you online, buddy?
I hear you.
I see you online. Wait a minute to get
man, don't scunt your dep on my live now. Talk to me.
Yeah, because I want to ask you what happened to that girl in the Ricky Share. They're not going to pick you up and bring you back to the animal.
Brother, no, man. Don't scunt. I'll you call him with a holy but.
My bad. You got something to share?
No, not right now. I will talk to you later.
Alright, good. Big up yourself.
Good.
Yeah. Look here, what's going on here.
This is serious business, buddy. I know I just be a little loose with my language and all that, but this is serious business. My head out in there. Do you imagine the discussion in a political time is not about the win, it's about how bad somebody lose. We're supposed to care about that. But y'all don't understand. When a set of people gonna now be, it's like a criminal entity going into fucking parliament, buddy. How you think the world watching it we? When a criminal entity go overcome a
Janice is saying this. The same hands that were used to install the last 2020 elections are the same hands being used in this elections. The whole objective is to get the A.P.N.U out of the way. Powerful point, insightful point, Janice. Thanks for tuning in. Melinda is saying, you're crying now. You have more cry for. I telling you. Claude is saying, call the doctor. Hey, I telling you, they got the rubbing critics hard on this side here. So I telling you, Odessa is an example of practice what you preach. Show them how it's done. I telling you, I live to see it. Because when I was covering it, I say, yo, watch how these man roughing up this mother that is hard working and striving and doing what she got to do to take care of she kids and them thing, you know. Why they up there? I never see nothing like the people gone till by the airport, covering people like full paparazzi, seeing camera in face, hey, that's an interview, this. I said, watch this. But elections was right around the corner. So now, Odessa gone down in the history books. And what are they gonna say now? Plus she was robbing them when she was out there. Odessa was killing them with the jokes while she was out there. So, you know, the situation definitely turned out in her favor. This is what's going on right now with critics though. This is what's going on right now in that arena. We're hearing a lot of conversations Like this one right here.
Political party that's been since the beginning of time, buddy. Hello.
But you're warning this country for months, brother. You come for this fucking program morning, day and night. Warning these fucking people, bro. What we could do, like, I'm lost for words, man. Keep up the good work, though.
What these people can tell? These people can't be fucking racist, man. These people come see me on the brooms. Come in front of me place and call me racist. Like I got a problem with black people. Even if it's a little bit cost I get from these fucking people. But I can't have black, I still can't watch them lose every fucking thing and I stand up there. With it.
Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Critics are saying put a criminal in there. Bharat, JAGDEO never been a criminal. He not criminal. He was criminal. But JAGDEO in Panali a criminal and the criminal. This and he only do like you how he behave and he say a journalist. Why do you not behave like you? Critics is he's a man, he's Shari Paladin, then he self body and Bharat, then he has NEWSROOM is a can't worry not. He's a deaf jackass. Nobody.
Godfrey, definitely Godfrey. You don't know we live from my talking here, right? We live and direct, buddy. Live and direct. This is the second installment of Turn Up Tuesdays. We following up everything that's going on with the elections. And right now, we noticing and we acknowledging the hard work of our sister Odessa Primus and how it brings certain people to tears when they were trying to shame her and bring her to tears just recently. Look at this. Just look at this poetic justice right here.
Hey, what these people can tell? These people can't be fucking racist, man. These people come see me on the brooms. Come in front of me place and call me racist. Like I got a problem with black people.
Remember recently, this is the same person that's saying they should have, and I don't even want to say back we say. You understand? Just because of how it's sung in me head when I gotta think it before I say it. Me even want to say it back. But y'all know we say about we were supposed to do to Miss Brooms and them thing, right? To the Honorable Miss Brooms. And now we're hearing these statements right there. Y'all believe these tears? I don't know, man. This look like crocodile tears. It might be something else behind it.
Even if it's a little bit cost I get from these fucking people. But I can't have black, I still can't watch them lose every fucking thing and I stand up there and be a part of it. And y'all going and trust me, y'all gotta careful. Use this as a lesson. Use this as a lesson. People rejoicing. I'm telling you, people rejoicing. You believe politicians. He's not no politician. He's not no politician. I call PNC, but I said, this is why no, this was, I can't tell you. I can't tell everybody. This is a no. Don't leave. Don't take the chance. Nah, company fucking IRC take out the Granger. They don't talk to me.
Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Line.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'd like to get an update to the election results.
Well, thus far, we're still awaiting the official results to be announced by GCOM. So right now, we're hearing that some parties win, we're hearing that another party win. So we're waiting for the official results still.
So CRITIC crying for them.
Critic's playing a game. Critic's playing a game to try. My perspective is that he's playing a game trying to divert the fact that they played the opposition, blue and red. That's my perspective. So now he's trying to play it off as if he somehow is shedding tears for the PNC and the A.P.N.U, believe it or not. This is why he's crying. You believe that? You?
Well, I don't like to call rich people bad, but this man has been, I live in the United States of America.
Yeah.
For quite something years. I always support the A.P.N.U. Somehow, Norton was, I still am a member of the A.P.N.U. But Norton was, you know, sometimes some things just don't, he didn't get, like, he didn't get the charisma or something. I wasn't feeling it.
Okay.
But, you know, I vote, so I can't say anything. The people in Guyana got to know, because they are the people who suffer from the last election results before, not the election before the last one. When Granger appointed everybody who wear soldier uniform, and he forget about those young people and all, and it was really, really terrible. And I didn't, it was not a good look. And from the first day when that result come out, and I hear certain things to say, you know, he can serve one term. I'm 76 years old. But I know politics have been around that. I was never a member of any party, but I always voted in Guyana, vote for A.P.N.U, the referendum. Well, I won't tell you how much time to vote. But, you know, we did good things. And
yeah,
I am just, you got to call for this. I ain't voted for nobody else that the vote that we have to whip in Guyana. And in America, I'm a Democrat, registered. But those people had an axe to grind, the P.P.P, and they really disrespectful to people of color. And I don't understand how a man like CRITIC was allowed to do all the things he did and get away with it. But I hope they got a new administration and these people will be made to pay, because they have committed a lot of crimes. All the money they stole, including people from this P.P.P administration, and they have to be made to pay for the people's money that they steal, because they ain't got a conscience. Anyhow, thanks for your time. You gotta go back to your show. So.
And thank you for calling in. I just seen Ms. Gulliver saying, right, that funding was the opposition problem. What do you think about that?
No, I don't think. They just think the people were not feeling. The people, listen, I understand what they're doing, but you can't, Bonham is not going to wake up out of his grave and come and spank you. They got to move away from that thing and Bonham. That left a bad taste in everybody's mouth if you want to get. Though we could go back and I mean, second guess, oh, he had some good principles and he had some good, you know, ideas. But that does not work. You got to come and treat everybody, be a leader for everybody. Bonham was a leader for everybody on face value, but you know, I've been around, brother.
Yeah.
So, you know, they got certain things that happen, and the PNC and the P.P.P mirror each other. It's just unfortunate. When the P.P.P in power, just will go on at worse. They had this feel that they got to bring the energy to me. The black man ain't never gonna rise again. That's what I can see from them.
It's a dark reality.
Georgetown, they have the country, I mean the city, they cleaning it, all that. I mean, come on. That's the garden city. Look at the condition. Right?
Look like an unkept field.
They are running around saying they do this and do that. Your job as a government is supposed to give the people electricity and water.
Yeah.
They have failed miserably. And also the A.P.N.U. Because I left Guyana 1982 officially. And they getting blackout, and they still getting it. And all this money JAGDEO spent from the Hydro Falls, Amalia Falls project and all that money. Where is the accountability for the people's money?
Definitely, some amount of accountability got to be held, because now that things would have changed up.
It is their money. It is not. This is the people's money. If this guy named I'm happy, because I was listening to this guy, Kian Jabur.
Yeah.
And he made some salient points. And then I said, this boy, I mean, I was on the fence because I didn't, come out with this politics. Or come out with these sanctions and this. America deal with anybody when they could get those things. America wants the P.P.P. or the P.N.C. in power. You know why? Because none of them are talking about renegotiating their contract. God is for it is. It's America like Chinese. Look how much people Trump deported. So give me a break with that crap.
I'm telling you.
And they got a big picture here because the P.P.P. think that they are white people the same way that the Trump treating people in America. That is what they're doing today.
Damn, that's a sad reality.
They got to select classes like classism. Them they think they is the high class. You have to be, what's your name say? Samantha.
Yeah.
When they had the press conference simultaneously, when Dagi had the press conference, simultaneously with JAGDEO, and they said, Dagi press conference, he had blackout. And he said, hey, Dagi, he had generator. That's what I'm telling you. Which poor man could afford a generator? But the people just don't care.
It's sad.
They don't care.
It's
and the people in Guyana got to wake up and realize this man has disrespected. It don't matter to wake everybody. Because look at which vice president gets up there and calls for those names. He is critical of the same shit. And it's condoned.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, Carla. I'm gonna jump.
People think it's funny. I don't know what those names mean. But he always got a name, a derogatory name.
Yeah, it's a thing that when a person wants to control the way that persons see you, there's always give you some type of derogatory name and then they just make it popular and a term of endearment.
Well, I understand that, but anybody who says that's what knowledge and education comes in. Because you gotta understand, at least 1-2 generations of the P.P.P. who caused these kids not to have a proper education and stuff? The government, that's their responsibility. Yeah. So who to be blamed? I'm not in for all these years.
You gotta blame the person. You gotta blame the person.
From 1992.
Yeah, you gotta look at the person who's been there for the longest, right? And that's definitely what we're gonna jump into right now. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, education Bottom was brought down the bottom. You had free education from kindergarten or whatever we call it in the other university. I know a lot of Indian students in university when I was here.
All right.
And a lot of them were not equipped that they couldn't cope with the job.
All right, Carl. We're gonna move on with the show. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, my brother.
All right.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. Definitely some insightful comments coming there from the caller. Let's get into some more what critics is talking about right here.
Although PNC is a stupid fucking party as far as like stupidity. Basically, ain't got no answer. PNC represents good, honest, hard-working people, man. Is not everybody bad? Hello. Man, big man. Don't let black your skunk, man. Don't call me back. Yeah, listen, I'm telling you call me back one more time for the damn black your skunk. We are ready to say somebody. You there good, relax your fuck.
Right now, and I'm calling names now because right now I really don't give a fuck. Y'all get ready to see a classic Hector plug out right now, and I'm calling names, and I don't care who get mad at me, who, whatever. I'm calling names. All right. So let me drink some more of this Hennessy and Coke. Give me a second. All right. Good day, everyone. Good day. It's 2 people I'm going to address today. Actually, it's 3. All right. I'm going to tell y'all the names, and y'all could tell them that Nature Boy said that because none of them can do.
Who's definitely? I see someone said they watching all the way from Sweden. Let me give you a shout out. Who was it? Desan, watching all the way from Sweden. Thanks for tuning in. And big up to everyone in Sweden, the international flight, global. We all over the world. Everybody wants to know what is going on with the elections 2025 in Guyana. Burnham used to walk the streets of Linden. I could remember him as a little girl sharing exercise books, pencils, and rulers, etc. Pick up yourself, Denise. Thanks for sharing that insightful comment. I see someone was calling in right there. Let me see if we can get this caller back.
Hey.
Greetings. You're on to Delta 9 Media Line. Good evening. I'm guessing that caller was not ready. They'll give us a call back when they're ready. All right. But we're definitely going to move forward with the show. We're going to hear right now from a person that was doing the campaigning in the US for when they were campaigning. He has an axe to grind with some, and we're going to hear what he has to say right after this caller. Greetings, caller. You're on to Delta 9 Media Line.
Yeah.
Heal up.
Yo, I was trying to get on to the brother. I'm watching the show. And the reason why I'm trying to get on to the brother is that I
mute the background, mute the background. You mute the background?
No, my background is off.
All right, good. So I listen to you.
So I've been looking at the show for quite a while.
Yeah.
And being as a Guyanese and interested and even concerned about what is taking place in Guyana.
Mm-hmm.
At this stage, I start to see so much of educated people that surround the politics at this point in time with day. So much of people who graduated so much in universities and all this thing.
Yeah.
And still, at this point in time, like, Chinese people like they can't find a way, whereas we can sit at a table and find a way with a arrow pointing towards progress and a better life and a better living for the future, for the children of Guyana. So all of this I've been like observing with people taking a little punch here and there to join this party and to do this country. These things doesn't develop a country, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and like I was just listening this afternoon, like there's just too much. Now the election, I wait till when the election is finished because I figure that the election will bring some clarity and some understanding to people who have their own objectives on understanding about what politics is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So now I'm waiting for the results to come, bro. Don't let me speculate because I'll tell you something. All the election that I have watched since the youth man to now, surprises always come. It don't come the way I expect. It is always come with a surprise. So I am myself is waiting. It's not a time for review, the views and who do this no more. It's a time now. What is next?
The next step.
What is next, brethren? Look how much months we get talking about this election and this thing and who jack and big head and small head and all this panel. Now, what Guyanese need for the future? Because here what happened. Here what a law. A law that these parties made manifestos. And these manifestos is really to the concerns of the citizens of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana.
Yeah.
So whichever party wins, it doesn't matter. It's what is delivering is what is important. And I really plead to the Guyanese brothers then to look at it from a more positive perspective, bro. It's not about the color of the shirt, but it's what is delivering, bro. Like my mama used to say, it's not the knife in the market, but it's the fear that is taking place.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks for calling in. Big up yourself.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. So you see persons are definitely calling in and sharing their insights as to what they are seeing as it relates to this 2025 elections. We're still waiting for the official announcement. But this is what Mr. Nature Boy has to say right now.
Me nothing, all right? Because none of them would never dare step to me. I'm calling out Rickford Burke. I'm calling out Mark BENCHOP. Then I'm gonna deal with Guyanese critic. I'm gonna leave critic for last. I'm gonna save the best ass for last. But I'm gonna start with BURKE Mark BENCHOP right now. For the longest time, Mark BENCHOP has been attacking Azriday Mohammed. He's been attacking the Mohammeds. And that's his right, you know.
Amir Julie, WhatsApp audio.
Oh, golly. Hold a second. Hello, what's up? Hello? Not much. What's going on? Man, don't call me with no fucking them things, bro. Don't call me with fucking needles. Really believing that A.P.N.U was going to win this election. And Mark BENCHOP knew that he was lying to y'all. Y'all don't listen to Mark BENCHOP. I know Mark BENCHOP inside out. Mark BENCHOP is a fucking crook. Listen to me. And Mark BENCHOP, if you're watching me now, you know what I'm saying is true. You are a crook. Do not listen to nothing Mark BENCHOP is saying. There is nobody, no right-thinking Guyanese could go and look at the results that I've been getting, and everyone has been getting.
Ian is saying it's over. PNC sell out to Mohammed. He's still going to jail. I'm telling you. We want to know that a person that is at that level find themselves in those complications, because Dunno is going to bring a bad light on the entire nation. Remember that. That's going to bring a bad light on the nation. And that's one of the things that I was worried about. That's one of the things I was worried about. Patrick is saying, is critics playing, trying a smart stroke? Is it that Win edged the P.P.P and critic was sent out to gain the sympathy of A.P.N.U, hoping A.P.N.U will help the P.P.P get Win out of power? Patrick, I telling you, will we see a reunification of the P.P.P and the PNC? I don't think we might. But you never ever know. You never ever know, right? Never know. Greetings. You're on to Delta 9 Major Line.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. You gotta mute the song in the background. I can hear the feedback.
Yeah, I'm watching the show right now.
Yeah, you gotta mute it. We could hear you in the background. It's feeding back.
Oh, okay. One second.
Yeah. Joe King is saying, big up yourself, Joe King. Thanks for tuning in. Joe King is saying this. Joe King is saying, who experienced when PPPC lie about the dead? God see you. I'm telling you.
But those people need to get out of there. They need to get out of there. You need to give that young man a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's working it for his people, you know. And he's not looking like one color of people. He's looking at everything, you know. And for the longest while I've been watching him, like he's doing a very good job.
Yeah.
These big ones inside there now, they're fucking, oh my God, they're just stealing everything. And just look at what they're doing to little Guyana. Look what they're doing to that. Do you ever happen to listen to GNANDLALL? He has some really good facts and, like, put him for a thing. That is, that's real important for people to look at it and understand what the reason, what they're doing. You see, in Guyana, they brainwash these people and so much that there is nothing people can change them. The older ones, they just have to focus on the young ones and get them off the street, get them good jobs, get them into school, let them do things.
The youth is the future. Definitely the youths of the future, they definitely got to invest in that human resource, right? That's a very powerful point, caller.
Yes, yes, they have to. And there's a lot of young kids. I
Mm-hmm.
went back there last 2 years and I saw these kids. I saw some of them. They're like, oh my God, they're chubby, they're overweight, and what they do is just eating on their phone and stuff. And I'm like, I'm from more. I live in Toronto.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, guys, you guys need to go to the community center. At my age, your time, we were there every day playing cricket, soccer, volleyball, countless things,
Yeah, yeah.
So, people need to encourage these young kids and now go back. Well, when I went to the community center, I saw there was so many grasses on the pitches on the outfield, like what's not supposed to be there. I saw the volleyball court, which was trim and nice and clean.
Yeah.
So I asked the question, what's the reason for this? Oh, because some of them guys just come play volleyball every night and every day. And those are the ones then that have the power and have the money. So they take care of them and forget about it. If we clean it wrong and make it nice and trim and do things with ordinary kids, don't you think you're gonna encourage them to be there?
I'm telling you, see what King Lock is saying for real. King Lock is saying for real. Big up yourself, King. Thanks for tuning in. And thank you for calling in, caller. That was some very insightful commentary. We're definitely going to move along with the show right now, and we're going to ask that you have a great rest of the evening. And whenever we live again, make sure you call in so that we could get some more insightful commentary like this.
No problem. Sure, man. Thank you so much for answering my call.
Definitely. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Now we're hearing from... Hey, there's a funny live, I see two Joe King, and one of the Joe King is saying, hey, who's this person using? Who's this person using me name Joe King? The two Joe King, them there. There's the two Joe King there right here. I telling you, only on Delta 9 Media Turn Up Tuesdays. It's different in this comment section right now. Big up to both Joe King. Big up to both Joe King. We got King of the East and King of the West. Big up yourself. You know what I'm saying? A king is a king. No matter wherever he did. Big up yourself. Joe King 1 and definitely Joe King number 1 again. Because we want to put none before the other. So one is Joe, one is Joseph King. Thanks for tuning in. Nonetheless, I'm being a part of Turn Up Tuesdays. All right.
And say that the P.P.P is getting a 35-seat majority and the P.P.P is going to get sworn in today. How the fuck is he going to get sworn in today when GCOM is saying that the official results will not be ready until the 4th? Come, y'all stop listening to rumors. Stop listening to rumors. Stop listening to bullshit. The man that started this rumor...
Sean Bowlers.
Hello.
We're here to give you an update, and I want to note first that our update is based on the SOPs that have been uploaded to GCOM's website. Now, the first region that we're going to discuss this afternoon is afternoon, right? Oh,
yes.
Good. The first region we're going to discuss this afternoon is Region 10. Please note, before we get into this, that the Guyana Elections Commission is the only authorized body to pronounce on the results of the election, but our information is based on that which has been uploaded to their website. Now, it must be noted before I hand you over to Kemal that Region 10, which we're looking at first, had 38,000, well over 38,000 eligible voters on the list. And the list as a whole is well over 757,000. So while Region 4, the results there is insightful, it is not to be taken as an indication of the overall results of the election. And I want to note as well that the big region is Georgetown, which has over 323,000.
Region 4.
Region 4. Sorry, I said which region was it?
You said Georgetown.
Yes, I meant Region 4, Georgetown Region 4.
Inclusive of the
I'm still a little tired.
Coast and so on.
So we're giving you this number so that you can have an overall picture, that while we're telling you who made the significant progress made by the respective parties in Region 10, it is not an indication of the overall results. Kemal is going to go deeper.
Okay, thank you, Ovina. So based on our tabulation of the statements of poll on GCOM's website for the general election, what we found is that the party that got the most votes based on the tabulation is the We Invest in Nationhood Party with 10,233 votes. In second place, we have the A.P.N.U with 5,329 votes. We have the P.P.P in third place with 4,089 votes. I want to stop there and note that even if you were to combine the votes of the A.P.N.U and the P.P.P in the general election for Region 10, they still would not have enough votes to surmount the victory of the to surmount the numbers that we have tabulated for the We Invest in Nationhood Party. So even if you were to add A.P.N.U and P.P.P, you would get about 9,400 and something votes. And the We Invest in Nationhood Party has 10,233 votes. I'm also going to mention the other three parties. The Forward Guyana movement got 658 votes. The Alliance for Change got 210 votes. And the Assembly for Liberty and Prosperity got 79 votes. So Forward Guyana more than tripled the amount that the Alliance for Change got in the general election for Region 10. And I'm going to note here again that the lead, according to our tabulation, for the We Invest in Nationhood Party, it is very significant, what some might call a landslide.
Some, not us, because we can't pronounce.
No, we can't declare.
Or pronounce, but based on the numbers, and the numbers are taken from the SOPs uploaded to GCOM's website. So we haven't looked at any of the SOPs outside of what has been provided by GCOM. Yesterday we had an incident where some SOPs were circulating online and GCOM called them fake. We steered clear of those, and we stuck to, gosh, it's cold, only to what GCOM provided. Could you say what was the overall voter turnout in Region 10?
Okay, so you mentioned before that the total number of persons on the Region 10 list were some 38,000 voters.
Yeah, over 38,000.
And the turnout, when you tally all of the valid votes cast for the six parties, it was 20,598 votes. So as a percentage of the total eligible voters on the Region 10 list, the turnout was a little over 50%, right? And when you compare this to the turnout in the 2020 election, it was a decrease from 22,747 votes to 20,598 votes in this election.
So while an overall low voter turnout was recorded across the country, it seems like in Region 10, it wasn't that bad as compared to other regions.
No, I'd say a 50% turnout is significant.
And it's over 50%, right?
Yes.
So, and you have to account as well, Kemal, that the 38,000, some of those people might not be in this country, still be living here. Some might be in other jurisdictions. People claim there were some other issues with the list.
It could be people who were deceased, but GCOM has not necessarily gotten an opportunity to remove their names from the list due to the fact that the GRO has not necessarily been provided with the death certificates
Yes,
of those
if that has
persons.
been, especially if they died overseas. And there were some instances where people didn't assist GCOM in the claim and objections period. So even though it might be a small number of people, we know that the 38 is more than the eligible voters. And the over 20,000, right? Over 20,000 turnout.
20,598.
It's a good turnout for Region 10. But let's discuss, Kamal, what Region 10 was known to be. Previously, we know Region 10 is referred to, particularly Linden, is referred to as a stronghold of the PNC that has morphed into the A.P.N.U.
Yeah.
So this kind of results is really a far move away from the traditional voting and not to where people expected it to go, not remotely to where people expected it to go.
Extremely interesting. So I'll tell you something about that, because we have to compare the result that we got in 2020 in Region 10 to the tabulation we have now.
Right.
In 2020, with respect to votes for the A.P.N.U. plus A.F.C, because it was a coalition then, the votes that went to that coalition were 19,169. This time, the A.P.N.U. has 5,329 votes, and the A.F.C has 210 votes.
Wow.
So if you were to put together A.P.N.U. and A.F.C votes in 2025, it would still be
a far cry away from what?
5,539 compared to 19,169 last election. That is a decrease of more than 3 times. Do you understand that? Now comparing the other parties, of course, WIN is a new party and did not participate in the 2020 election. But when you look at the People's Progressive Party, it had 8,002 votes in the general election in 2020. And in 2025, the P.P.P's votes are 4,089. That's about half of the votes that they got last time. So we can deduce here that the votes that the We Invest in Nationhood Party has took from both the A.P.N.U. A.F.C. side as well as the P.P.P. side. But we can also deduce that the taking was more significantly from the A.P.N.U. A.F.C. because the P.P.P. lost 4,000 votes and the A.P.N.U. A.F.C. lost about 14,000 votes.
And we know they had some significant cross.
Wow. So you're hearing it right there. The tabulation. Numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Unless the person who put them down was trying to lie with the numbers. But guess what? We could clearly see that Region 10 played a pivotal role in the 2025 elections, as it always does, as Region 10 always does, right? We're hearing the tabulations right here. Let's jump right back into these numbers so that we can make sure that we understand what's going on with the 2025 elections in Guyana.
Across the country, but particularly in Linden, there was the German Figuera crossover, and he did not assist the P.P.P. in any way.
It seems as though it was not enough to help the P.P.P. to surmount the wild card
the
impact
P.P.P.
of
wasn't
the
even able to maintain its
Hey, like the Senshi for Figuera, man. Like the Senshi for Figuera. Hey, let the big man, man don't have any hard elections.
It's footing that it had in Region 10. It got half the number of votes it got then. So what does this say for the P.P.P. and what it has done for Region 10 over the past 5 years? Could we talk about some of the projects that we had in Region 10.
Come on, I didn't prepare for that aspect of it. We can probably do that in the next one, but I didn't prepare. I know there were many things. They had the bridge, the Wismer Bridge, that was over the last 5 years. And so there's the building of that bridge and then making that bridge free as well.
Yeah.
What else can you remember?
No, it's okay.
So yes, we didn't prepare. So you shouldn't have brought that up. We can move on from that.
I think the numerical results here, tabulation that we provided, are
what's
pretty
important.
astounding to think about right now.
It's a lot to digest.
And I think over the next few years, we're going to see the P.P.P. having to do a reckoning with its record in Region 10, but even more so, the A.P.N.U. and the A.F.C.
Right. But that's what we have for now, and we will give you regular updates. We want to keep it
I'll be surprised. But they know who win. Good. Everybody just talk. You see, when people don't talk and they finish out there, I always say that a lot of people, when it's time to come out and vote, is a different story. Right? I have no position, people. I have no position or opinion on win. Guyanese people vote, and their vote must speak for them, and they better make it work and hold their leaders accountable. We here in the ALP, we're going to hold every single man jack accountable. Is who win tell you, know? Me no tell you more than put a projection out there and say the P.P.P. Well, I can't pronounce who. Good. But all I'm saying, don't, Guyanese people, pay attention. Don't let nobody use you. Don't let me continue going down this path. Don't let us continue to go down this path. Rup the Rhine is who is this person? Listen, why you don't make sense to yourself? I was in the opposition. Come off me page with your betrayal, because this is not before election who betrayed PNC. You could betray PNC. I was the leader. All y'all now coming out here and run. You think you've been an election when the president announced it? Since 2020, you got to start to work for election to win it in 2025. You don't wake up 2025 and when you don't sit down, shut your mouth, everybody compromise yourself, taking people money in the parliament, this body jump, this body twist when they finish. I was not in the parliament collecting no money. Right? Where were you when I was out there fighting with my own money? Anyone you ever come and say, Miss Brooms, look at $5,000 in an envelope? Hey, back yourself up off of this page. Back yourself up off of this page. Because I'm not going to pretend and drama with some of you. Good. I'm not going to do it. Just now you're here before night, people can't sleep. Leaders got to understand.
Getting Miss Brooms worked up. Y'all ain't come out and support in the way that you should. Y'all hear Miss Brooms is saying when people got to come out and vote is another thing. Joe King is saying this. Joe King is saying, school is every day, sir. We done. I telling you. Patrick is definitely coming out on Miss Brooms. Insham is saying, FBI is coming to investigate Adriana's young unaliving. The P.P.P. government cover-up. I'm telling you. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Inshan, let's hope that that's the situation, because that's the way and one of the only ways that we could really say that, look, there'll be justice in this case and justice will be sure and fast. If you got international law enforcement coming in and playing their part in the case. But this is what the Honorable Miss Brooms is saying right now as it relates to the elections on the ground. She can't even call it. We're waiting right now, we're waiting and we're anticipating. some type of more information before certain things progress in a different direction. I sometimes wish that they would just have a system like Trinidad or like Jamaica, where a person said that they can get the election results by the end of the night, and Trinidad had their results same day. Guyana less than 1 million people. You gotta wait days.
This thing just tell on people. Voters in Guyana, they're up on the edge. Some people can't sleep. Oh God, I'm dead after what people been through. You know, they went through in 2020. Here's where we come. You gotta wait for GCOM to give the official results. But you like talk, you got all the PR, you got everything. Speak to your base, speak to the same people around out there, right? I am not GCOM people. Don't take me as final because I'm not GCOM. Right? Neither I don't teach maths. But based on the GCOM and some of the calculations, it says 3 regions, they win get 8, correct? 7, and I think 10. So everybody calling on, oh, the big lady calling and messaging and going on and going on. We must learn that, listen, we must hold a system accountable. We must move for biometric. We must do all these things, but we must be honest with the Guyanese people. Jojo, you better find a place for yourself. You find a place for yourself, Jojo. Yeah, with your fake page, I can deal with you. I am not looking for power or nothing. You see right there? I born powerful. I born in the image and likeness of God. That is why 6 regions. I make sure I get on the ballot, and it's not from an NGO standpoint, from a political standpoint. Right? Good. So if it's Jojo, Show, or what you name, you back yourself off of my page here tonight. Yes, they know who ran Region 4. Because it's not rumors, I heard the P.P.P ran Region 4. And I am not reporting for GCOM. But people, please, I ask you, I just rest in.
Y'all hearing though? P.P.P win Region 4. They never win Region 4 before. I can't remember them ever winning Region 4. Well, guess what? They say what don't happen in a year is happening in a minute. Right? Y'all hear what the Honorable Ms. Brooms is saying is the word on the ground about who would have won in Region 4, which is the most populated region in the country. I don't know how that is going to sit with a lot of persons. But guess what? We're going to keep you updated with everything what's going on with the elections right here on Delta 9 Media. Almost 2,000 persons in the live right now. If you haven't already, taken a couple of seconds, ladies and gentlemen, to subscribe so that you can be updated with everything that's trending in Guyana and in the diaspora. It costs you nothing at all to subscribe and stay updated with everything.
Right? Anthony, thanks. Thank you very much. Right? Thank you very much. You see all these people and everybody who know and all of that, they never supported me before. They never supported me just now out there. You hear what I'm telling you or nothing? When they got the problems, you know, they got a girl, she out there, she doing everything. She was supporting she party. And some problem got and calling my phone. No, call your party. Right? You don't declare who you would like to see in the parliament, but trouble come, you're calling me. Hello. It don't work like that. Sorian, how are you? How are you, Sorian? No, I'm going to block them because I'm not into the back and forth. You see, I got a lot of things to do. Right? A lot of things to do. Some history. Never win Region 4, never win Region 10, never win some of these regions. No, I ain't getting worked up, man. But you see, I don't want them to have my Guyanese people, so don't let it call me. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you. right? I mean, these things, Joel, how are you? A lot of things happen, and I keep saying that one of the things people in
with this war is that let not nothing surprise you this war. Because more you live, more you see, more you learn. And never mention the word that I go put me next for this guy to say no. Because morning, you wake up and never God because man does change in my time. And I say on your program, Simon Boom to laugh. You know, he tell me, he said, nothing. What come after when P.P.P go back in office? You don't even tell. When them little children go shop today. Because you know why? The person who they did not want to be president will not be president. When the result comes out, everybody now glad to say, oh, P.P.P win. She should not be laughing. No! You're not a politician. And if you be scared for black people, you would have done the right thing. We gotta what? As you always talk about God, the word of God says, what is it to profit the whole world and lose your soul? What is it to profit to go in parliament and not in the president's office? What can you do for your supporters then to just go in parliament? For what? What is more better? Parliament for sitting in parliament or for sitting in the president's seat? I said many times, and I said again for your program, no disrespect your program. Thank God for that. I am pointing my finger to these names. And if these names, they want to see the better for children, and they talk about children and women, they would have done the right thing. My grandmother always said, don't live your life with shame, because shame does kill people. My grandson, if you need something, ask for it. And if you have to cut your nose and spread your face, do it for the better, for goodness. Amanda, businessman London, Nigel Hughes, Simone Hughes. I got no respect for them. Why? Because it's not them going to suffer. It's other black people, children going to suffer, and young men and young women. They have done ill. When I'm here, that's called, well, you don't like me say called by your program. When all of we hear what a Billy black man said on stage, that black man should be proud to be slave for them. All of them supposed to, we gotta come together now and take him out of office. But no, they want to see the back of Army Latin so bad. That missing that you turn out a lot of skin clean. My brother, we should not blame A.P.N.U coalition.
Yeah.
We fight for them in the 23 years. We stand up for them. There was no Mohammed. Mohammed not even fought for these young people that are $100,000. It is Mr. Wizard Jordan fight. And he said, if you're going to give money, give everybody money for 18 years old.
Yeah. That's a very, very insightful point. And it was definitely something that definitely was intriguing, that was presented, you know what I'm saying, as something to offer to the electorate. But persons would have made their votes heard, right? And what do you think about the way that persons would have voted this election?
Look, what Mohammed did is take a pattern from P.P.P. To count black men to get votes, you got to give them money. It's no doubt. And promise them. And they will leave their father and mother and cling to you.
Wow.
And who Mohammed used? He used people, 60 people. Yeah. People who went to jail and come out and buy chair for them, he give them motorbike. You see people, you see these young people them who born after 92 and who born 2000, them is the one P.P.P. and WIN using today because they did not get to grow up in them, just to grow up in school. Father went to another country, mother leave them in graphics, and that is why they use them. Mr. Amsterdam said something for the program.
Yeah.
He said it looked like that criminals now do drugs and smuggle and all these things. Because white people said, so I'm going to run for president. Now you see?
Wow.
I see a video, my brother, that they put Ali in front win, and they put Mohammed second win, and they put the 4 or 3 black at the last. Let black man take like that. I know that when Mohammed going parliament, the Guyana government going to get trouble.
Yeah, there's gonna be a big thing, and there's definitely something that we're gonna have to talk about in the next live or probably on this same live. But right now I'm about to jump into another call and move the show forward. Thanks for calling in our Clash, and thanks for sharing those very insightful commentary with the family.
Thank you very much, my brother.
All right. I was getting a call coming in. That was this person right here.
Hello?
Good evening. You're on the Delta 9 Media Line. We missed your call earlier.
Right. Good night to everybody on the flight.
Good night.
Now, I want to explain a little history about Guyana and Mr. Bonham.
Yeah.
Mr. Bonham, for me, was the most intelligent black man in the whole Caribbean. Yeah. When I was young, when this man was the Prime Minister, after he nationalized all the sugar industry, bauxite industry, and so on that were owned by the foreigners, he decided that whatever Guyana owned must belong to the Guyanese people. The foreigners decided that they will not buy our sugar, did not buy our rice or nothing, and Bonham decided, well, look, we want to buy your stock and your tractor, but we're going to pay you on rice. We ain't got money to pay you, we're going to pay you on rice. This man went on and he opened a factory to produce some vehicles called Tapir, somewhere in Ronville. He also opened a radio factory on the East Coast at Pleasance called Greco, used to produce radios. He also used to produce bicycles. He also used to open an industry in Blackwood Folder to make tomato paste.
That's some insight. I never know. I went on the Tapir. Sorry to cut you, right? But I went on the Tapir before. But will you just tell me, I never knew that the Tapir was made in Guyana. You see, I read it.
Made in Guyana?
Yeah.
Made in Guyana by the Guyanese, but the parts are imported, but it was made in Guyana. The body and sauce made in Guyana.
Okay.
Now, after Bonham he created this national service. He opened a Sanata Textiles. The Sanata Textile was Barak sell out and what he gave away to his friends. We used to produce the own craft in Guyana. We even had on the Water Street where you see the BT and all of them fighting for.
Yeah.
We had the biggest rice packaging factory in the Caribbean where we used to package rice to sell outside.
Okay.
And that was born down by the P.P.P. in 1977 because I joined the police force at the time, and that thing takes 2 weeks to burn.
Wow.
Congress Place. What was Bonham headquarters somewhere in Campus or somewhere, the P.P.P. burned it up. Now, all them sugar estates, them sugar fields, the P.P.P. used to burn them down. I was a young police at the time, I should tell you. Them schools, they used to light fire for burn down them schools. Them used to commit more terrorist acts than what them two tire what them buy on the road. So, nobody can talk, anybody talk anything bad about Bonham is that person know what they're saying. He's the only intelligent black man retired. And if Bonner was alive today, the Isle ExxonMobil would have got to take 1% and he got 99. Bonner was a man for his country.
Yeah.
But I'm so sorry, since the man dead, nobody is thinking about the future of Guyana. You have to get industry to employ the people. It's not 100,000 cash grants to employ nobody. Nobody is talking about industry. And this whole election thing, the only person who make a little hint is Mohammed Seygo, aluminum factory in Linden.
Yeah.
But nobody else is talking about that. And you have a nice night to you and all the persons on the flight. Another good day.
Definitely. Thanks for calling in. And whenever you catch us live again, call in and give us some more of these insightful commentary, all right?
Okay, that goes on. Okay.
All right. Thank you. See, insightful commentary. This is why I like the calling section. The comments is going crazy right now. We got almost 2,000 people in the live watching us right now. Thanks for tuning in. It's Turn Up Tuesdays. Sheba saying P.P.P for life. Big up yourself, Sheba. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of this live presentation. It's Turn Up Tuesdays right here on Delta 9 Media. Claude is saying sell out. Felicia is saying things change as we grow. Exactly. Power. And never Region 4 is and has always been a PNC stronghold. Anytime that happens, you know it's rigged. This is why I'm saying I never hear the ever Audrey. I never hear them in life yet. Look, now is not the time for no surprises. Now is not the time for that level of rigging. People paying too much attention to the stats. I see recently, dog, he was driving down one of them with the ballot box. People paying attention. Region 4 gone to who? What did they do in Region 4 that was so significant that would cause that to be the case? After what was going on recently and different things. Let's see what's going to be the actual pronouncement from GCOM. Let's see what GCOM is actually going to say about this. Greetings.
Yeah, but the guy you're talking about the school of Bondong, you're right. P.P.P. Bondong has the school. If you check from 2020 to 2025, 9 school P.P.P. Bondong and the bill back. Then just a burn it down and build it back with show the nation. Oh, the build school. But P.P.P. Bondong has the school from 2020. You check how much school from 2020 the going government, how much school Bondong. 9 school Bondong, 9 body. School Bondong from 2020 to now P.P.P. Bondong. And they try to build back for show the nation. Oh, we have to go to rebuild school, rebuild this. But them Bondong they got to build back. Okay, buddy.
Calling in. It back. Break it down. I'm going to quick word with Miss Carlotta Taylor. Guess what? I'm going to be live in a couple of minutes over on this channel right here.
Hello.
Carlotta, you are live right now. You're speaking with 2,000 persons and they're listening to us live. I'm telling them, listen, make their way over to No More Flinching TV and definitely subscribe for this killer interview that we're going to have very shortly. The ad is up on the screen right now. Huh?
You're the most amazing ever. You are the most amazing ever.
Definitely. Thanks for that compliment. There's 2,000 persons listening to you right now. What can you tell them about No More Flinching and why they should definitely make their way over to the channel and subscribe so that they can hear this interview?
Listen, we're going to show Delta 9 No More Flinching love, okay? This is about edifying Delta 9. You've been following him. Now's the chance for you to learn more about his story, and let's raise him up so he can get the glory for all the hard work he's been putting in each and every single day with you all.
Definitely. You heard it right there from Miss Carlotta Taylor. And you can see it's right on your screen right now. No More flinching right there on YouTube. Make sure you make your way over there and subscribe, because in a couple of minutes I'm going to be live on that channel and we're going to be getting into a whole lot of stuff right there with Miss Carlotta Taylor. All right?
Yes.
All right, Carla. So I'll give you a call in a couple of minutes. I'm about to make sure
Okay, see you soon.
I wrap this up. All right. Thanks for everyone that's in the live right now. So we just had a chance to hear directly from Ms. Carlotta Taylor. And there's so much going on right now. So much going on right now as we look into some more details with the 2025 elections. Y'all hear what Mr. Ban had to say about this? Mr. Ban is giving his own side about this 2025 elections. He has a very interesting perspective that I think we should consider as we analyze the different details for the 2025 elections. Do we listen?
Yo! We are met history! It's my gift! It's my gift! History! History! History, dog. History. 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 He's make history. Big up everybody. Kwame Mackay, East Bank. Bishop Jail John Ipe. Susan Minister Rodriguez, the whole team. Manzur Nadir, East Bank. Everybody. Dr. Frank Anthony, East Coast. Alan NEWSROOM, East Coast. Shyam Knoxon, East Coast. Suresh. Vanessa Ben, East Coast. Yo! History! Teamwork make the dream work. That's real teamwork. Not a one-man show. Hard work. Hey, on that. Hard work.
Elections 2025. I'm Neil Marks, and we can report breaking of these elections. Statements of polls posted by the Guyana Elections Commission confirms that Dr. Ali and the P.P.P. have secured the majority of votes cast at Monday's polls in order to secure that second term. At this point in time, over 97% of statements of poll have been posted on GCOM's website. From those numbers, the newsroom again can project that Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali will be Guyana's next president and can go on to form the new government. Dr. Ali, 45.
What we gotta do is remember that we still need the official announcement from GCOM, because persons is running out with these narratives, you know. But is it the actual announcement from GCOM? Every poll, is all the statement of polls in, and is this an official report? We're still waiting for this official report to be given. Persons are still analyzing what's really going on as it relates to the 2025 elections. While some people are pronouncing, let's hear what the Honorable Brooms is saying.
They go to Samuel and tell Samuel they want a king. Samuel go to the Lord. Lord said, if the one king, get him the king. Samuel said, this is where you get away and get the king, you know. Right? I'm going to, everything we said we're going to do on that blueprint and so on, and my...
Denise is saying, I'm going to echo the chat. Once you do your job, I don't care about race. And that's a real thing. That is a real thing. It's all about service to the people. It's all about making sure that you're able to function within your capacity. It ain't got nothing to do with your race and all of that. That's sometimes I really want to know how persons is holding that mindset and be grown. That's something to me that is childish. It's something to me that is juvenile when you're coming with a racial paradigm when it comes down to something like service to your country and everything. People gotta be them. We can't blame a person for who they are, and we all are ultimately part of this one human race. So we can't let people divide we like Walter Placker and them who would have come up with this whole system and race and them thing. Let's check out this thing with the one Walter Placker, and you're gonna see that is something that we need to step away from. This colonial mindset, right, Denise, is something that really we need to step away from. Thanks for being a part of the life. Very insightful commentary, and people are dropping some very insightful commentary. People calling in with insightful thoughts, and I really enjoyed this live right here, Turn Up Tuesdays, right here with Delta 9 Media. Thanks to every single person that's tuned in right now. Carlisle is saying, this man give me cool sweat. I'm telling you. He's making certain pronouncements that GCOM didn't even make yet. So we don't know how he was able to do so. But you know, he's got to share it over to say I could understand what's the word on the ground. Melissa is saying, hi, P.P.P. C is the OBA. Newsroom is a propaganda machine. Pick up yourself, Godfrey. Thanks for tuning in. I definitely was saying that. I was asking myself, how come there's the first one that run out with that narrative? They like to send them. Because I need GCOM come out and say nothing like that. Rudwinat is saying, are you going to be a Colorado live tonight? On Carlotta's live tonight? Yeah, I'm definitely going to be, Rubinat, I'm definitely going to be on Carlotta's live in a couple of minutes, about half an hour to 45 minutes from now. So if you're subscribed on No More Flinching TV on YouTube, definitely subscribe to No More Flinching on No More Flinching Talk or No More Flinching TV on YouTube so that you'll be able to see me live with Miss Carlotta Taylor. We'll be discussing a number of things over there on her show. You raised me headache. Hey, I feel you gotta blame me for certain things, you know. You gotta start buying Panadol and them things and ibuprofen and them things for some people when you can come out with them type of talk there. And G come in drop no information. He just come out with that information just like that. I'm telling you. We're waiting for the official word, sir. The official word is what we're waiting on because we're hearing something that is miraculous. We never hear nothing like this before. And we can't just go off of just word and hear saying them things because I never in my life hear that the P.P.P win Region 4 Georgetown. They win Region 4. That never happened before, so it's happening now. You know, too many things is, you know what I'm saying? Is seeming to be very fishy about what's going on right here. But nonetheless, we are going to keep you updated with everything as it is related to 2025 elections. All the details, all the updates, who get how many seats, who win which region, who's going to be the president. We're still awaiting those official details. So if you want to be updated with everything, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you are subscribed right here to Delta 9 Media so that you'll be updated with every single thing, with everything that's trending in Guyana and in the diaspora. And just like that, the plane has landed right here on Turn Up Tuesdays with Delta 9 Media. Remember, before you leave the flight, subscribe, buddy. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe and stay connected with everything what's going on right here. Hit that subscription button so that you will know the next time that this flight is taking off. And if you're in thumbs up the live, if you're watching this right now live or you're going to watch it in the rewind in the future, make sure that you thumbs up the live and subscribe so that you can stay connected with everything that's going on right here on Delta 9 Media. We will be sharing more videos with all the updates as it relates to everything that is connected to Guyana's elections 2025. While the counts are coming in, while the statements of poll are coming in, pay attention to your notifications. We'll be sending out community tabs. We'll be uploading charts. We'll be uploading videos. And we might even do another live. Who knows? It's Turn Up Tuesdays and you're tuned to Delta 9 Media. Thanks for being a part of this flight. Thanks to every single person in the comment section right now. Everybody that's live right now. Y'all has make this live possible. This live is nothing without the comment section. This live is nothing without the viewers. Nothing without the callers. Thanks for being a part of this presentation. And thanks for tuning in and making this live what it was. Turn Up Tuesdays, and this is the second installment. We're making sure that we stay updated with every single thing. We want to fall for them gas, like we just say right there. You know? People pronouncing on certain things when we didn't even know where they get this information from. Definitely Dorothy saying justice for Adriano. And that's something that is at the fulcrum of this conversation as well, because guess what? Elections 2025, that was one of the things that persons were definitely keeping in mind as they were there casting their ballots, right? As you can see, a lot of persons are no longer in these positions of power, Dorothy. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for being a part of this live. Thanks for being a part of this live, all right? Lino is saying P.P.P is sick, is a sick set of people, all of them going crazy, all of them going crazy. Melissa, thanks for tuning in. Everybody that's in the live right now, everybody that's going to watch us in the future in the rewind, thanks for being a part of Turn Up Tuesdays. We've been rocking out for like about 2.5 hours most right now. And I want to close this one off in a nice way and end the flight like this. Salute, big up yourself, and thanks for tuning in. I'm definitely going to catch you in the next flight. Make sure that you subscribe so you'll know every time that this flight is taking off. Thanks for tuning in.